Hello and welcome to Our Kids, brought to you by Jefferson County's Public Schools. I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Rihanna Adams. This November, we visit an award-winning school, see how elementary students are taking control of finances, and explore the new Academies of Louisville's program. Plus, we have these students' stories.
I'm Front Creek correspondent Julia Smith, and here at Carruthers Middle School, students are learning communication skills, production skills, and learning to work with others at a very young age.
Louisville police speak to students about the dangers of underage drinking. I'm Ballard correspondent Courtney Smith.
Fern Creek cheerleader Keely Hodge is tumbling her way through high school and into college.
Norton Elementary has the great distinction of being named a National Blue Ribbon School. Let's see some of the great things happening at Norton.
We're at Norton Elementary School today, and we are celebrating, first of all, our great K-Prep results that we received, but also, more importantly, the just announced National Blue Ribbon Award.
I think that's amazing for our school because it shows how hard we've worked for this, and it shows that we have tried our best on tests.
I thought, wow, we worked so hard on this and we actually got it. It's great.
The title is Life on Mars.
Norton is a really great school. It has great teachers and they teach you a lot about some things you don't know, and if you don't get some stuff about something, they help you a lot.
It's very welcoming. Everybody they listen to you, and you have your opinion and you have a voice in the school.
I work really hard and I always restate my questions, and I look back in text and reading and always check over my work, and it pays off.
Norton Elementary is a great place for kids, and learning here is just phenomenal. The teachers and staff go above and beyond, as they do in lots of schools. Norton has had a tradition, though, of high achievement, and one of the requirements for the Blue Ribbon selection is an ongoing high performance, continual improvement in students that are learning.
We are testing how strong are best beetles. We have paper clips and we see how many it can pull.
I really enjoyed this school because there's nice teachers, nice subjects, and nice new stuff you can learn.
I love my school so much. I have so many friends here. The teachers are amazing, the staff, and I love Norton.
We are Norton Elementary, and we are JCPS.
At PRP High School, the Academies of Louisville program lets students examine career paths with hands-on learning. Come into my school and check out the recent visit from the acting superintendent.
We are here at PRP today discussing the new JCPS Academies of Louisville initiative that is being implemented across our district in 11 high schools.
We're at Pleasure Ridge Park High School. Today we just hosted a panel with Dr. Marty Polio, acting superintendent over JCPS.
Welcome to Pleasure Ridge Park High School. Excited to be here with Ms. Dunn's multimedia classroom, part of the Academies of Louisville initiative. 11 high schools here in JCPS who are working to take this type of activity in classroom, these type of classes, make them into pathways and make their learning throughout their classes, English, math, science, and social studies relevant.
And we had students from every academy here at PRP with him on set.
First of all, I want to know, have you all sensed a change in how things are done? And what has it meant to you as you've started through this first 6-7 weeks of the school year?
Well, definitely, I feel like the classes are more direct towards our certain academy. Like, for example, I take a chemistry class and my welding class, of course, and I have to learn also a lot of the chemicals and the chemical reactions for welding, for the gases we'll use, the metals we use.
I want to go into film and television production. This is our control room. This is where this will help due to the fact that it adds hands-on experience. And you can always learn from a textbook and you can see words on a book, but if you don't have the camera or the TriCaster in front of you to actually work on and look at something that's being made or produced in front of you, it's not going to change whether or not you know it or not.
The traditional model wasn't geared towards what you want to do and what you want to pursue, and the academy It allows you to go more towards, learn towards your pathway and what you want to pursue after high school.
Web design, for instance, I've used that, and I'm trying to make a website right now for our temple. And with that, I can use that for other jobs I can get, and it'll be a good side job or a permanent job.
High school is between that crucial learning point between being just a teenager and being an adult. First day you walk into high school, it's like a clock, and you got to start running in. With the academies, especially here at PRP, it's going to assist in leading these students into their career path, and it makes everyone better no matter what.
Crosby Middle School has lots of great things happening for students. Let's check it out.
Ready, brass flute?
We're at Crosby Middle School practicing warm-ups in the national anthem.
Crosby Middle School is a great place to learn. It's a school where there's just lots of opportunities for students, both academically and outside of school. I'd like to talk specifically about one of our new programs, which is called STEAM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics.
We're using HTML to make a website about a topic we all chose individually.
This program is designed for all types of students. So students, when you come here, be ready to be engaged.
Okay, let's do just a couple scales. And then
One thing that I constantly talk to the students about and the teachers about is to be engaged, be a part of the deeper learning aspect. Make sure as a student that you're thinking, you're carrying, and you're communicating what it is you're doing and how it is you're doing things and what you're learning. Sometimes it's the process that's as important as the content. Success always comes at a price, and that price is the hard work and effort that you have to put into it. And it's our duty as teachers and staff members to make sure that we're teaching students and recognize the hard work and grit that goes into those efforts.
I love all the options for activities like band and art, all the different arts, performing arts, and whether it's music or theater, I just think the options for that are awesome.
What I really think is special is band. I really look forward to band every day. Band is always good and it's fun.
I'm working on a website where you can ask about games and get a response from other people. I have a lot of friends here. It's pretty fun. There are some nice classes like art. I'm in art. A lot of kids are in band and chorus and orchestra.
There's more choices to learn about things that you haven't learned at other schools.
The stereotype of junior high is that worst years of your life, and I've had the complete opposite idea of junior high. I love it, and I just think it's a great experience so far. It's not just band that has a supportive community, but a lot of my classes, the people in there, including the teachers, are very supportive.
Correspondent Julia Smith shows us how students at Carruthers Middle School are using their communication skills on a daily broadcast.
Students at Carruthers Middle School have many activities and clubs they can join. One such of these would be the Communications Department, in which students have to apply and gain recommendations from teachers in order to join. They prepare the newscast at 7:20 and go live at 7:40. This gives students the opportunity to demonstrate their creativity and their maturity in front of a live camera to be broadcasted. This program also keeps the school up to date. 6th grader JD explains how this communications program helps him.
It helps me because I get to communicate with other people in my school, and I get to use worldwide events that are going on right now as details for the news program.
That's not all, but Sarahi, a 6th grader, also enjoys this class because she believes it prepares her for the future.
It helps me by getting more communication skills and more how to work with cameras and technology.
Broadcasting is beneficial for the kids because they're getting a chance to collaborate with their peers and learn what it's like to speak publicly in front of the school. I mean, they're standing up and they're presenting something that's going out school-wide. Everyone's going to see it. And it's so important that they're learning about current events that are happening inside the school and outside on like a global scale, and they're getting to share those. That type of knowledge and that type of learning is what makes really good citizens as they grow up.
JCPS schools continue to find new and innovative ways to help kids be prepared for the real-world experiences. And for Our Kids, I'm Front Creek correspondent Julia Smith.
We have more great stories about JCPS students. Stay tuned.
Great day. Share an experience. Start the day with a smile. Be a source of inspiration. The students of JCPS need you. Volunteer with Jefferson County Public Schools. Your time is your greatest gift, and every moment is special. Join our team by contacting the Volunteer Talent Center at 485-3710. Together, these little moments can make a big impact.
JCPS serves over 100,000 students, and with that, a lot of waste is generated.
We need to do our part to recycle because it conserves natural resources, helps the environment, and saves money.
When we recycle, we put less coal and gases into the power plant, which reduces the amount of toxins in the atmosphere.
We are JCPS and we recycle. Yeah!
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm PRP High School's correspondent, Rihanna Adams. Class Act Federal Credit Union has opened shop at Shelby Traditional Academy. Students are getting real-world lessons in finances.
Official opening of the Shelby Academy Credit Union.
You are at Shelby Traditional Academy. We are an elementary school in Jefferson County Public Schools, and we are excited to invite you to our grand opening of our student credit union in partnership with Class Act Federal Credit Union.
Have a nice day.
It's a School is Your Job initiative is what we're calling it. So students every 2 weeks earn a paycheck based on their behavior, their attendance, their efforts. And then they, Class Act agreed to set up actual accounts for the kids, just like those of us who belong to Class Act. And so every 2 weeks they go in and they deposit their checks.
Well, financial literacy means where like the understanding and what money means, how to spend it and stuff, and the understanding of it.
And what a great opportunity this is for students to learn so many concepts that we would call deeper learning.
Kids will learn how to manage their money, make choices. They'll have things they can purchase as well as rent for their classroom.
Having this opportunity to show these children real life experiences, I hope that they're employed at Class Act when they become of working age.
My name is Eric, and my job is to tell people deposit the money. I work at Class Act Federal Credit Union.
Our students have been trained as tellers, so different class representatives are tellers, and they actually know how to use the machines.
We take turns doing each job. Sometimes I write down cards and I write down cards for other people.
It's like a credit union where we make accounts or we deposit money and put them into other people's accounts. So then when they open up the store, they're going to be able to buy stuff.
Kind of saving your money is kind of hard to some people because you really want something, but you need to save it. So, and then you could get more money next time, and you could probably want to save that too, and it's really hard.
It comes down to a really fun, engaging way for students to learn about math, but also how to manage their money and how to be productive citizens as they grow up.
Thank you, Class Act.
Wilder Elementary School is helping students learn some vital skills when it comes to fire safety. Our local fire department and an insurance company gave students the chance to create an escape plan.
All right, so guys, are you excited to go inside and see the fire safety house?
Yeah! The Hartford is celebrating the 70th anniversary of its Junior Fire Marshal program. Since 1947, the Hartford has deputized more than 110 million children around the country, and you guys get to be Junior Fire Marshals today. Aren't you excited? So really, the kids here at Wilder Elementary School will be going through the fire safety house where they're going to learn about the dangers in their home and how to stay safe in the event of a fire.
We turned the stove on and we left something in there, now the stove's on fire.
We're also made a commitment to provide a $2 million donation to the 100 cities with the highest home fire risk. So we're here today because Louisville was actually number 89, and so we're providing a $10,000 donation to the school district and $10,000 donation to the fire department for fire safety education.
And if we try to open the stove, what's going to happen?
All the fire
fire's going to get out.
We have a kitchen. They're going to walk in and learn all about the different dangers and what to do in the event of a fire. So the kitchen actually simulates what a fire would feel like. It gets very smoky, the stove catches up on fire, and then they move to the bedroom where we pretend that they're sleeping, and then there's smoke in their room. What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to touch their door, and if it's hot, obviously it's not safe for them to get out that way, and we teach them what to do.
We went in the kitchen and the bedroom, and the fire was inside the stove, and someone opened it. We went in the room, and then when we touched the door, and it was how we climbed out the window.
You know, we are definitely committed to making sure that our students are safe and that they're learning about making safe choices. And this program certainly helps us educate our students to be able to do that.
Right now, you see us dressed like this in our nice uniforms and our badges, and we look really friendly and we're nice, and we are friendly and nice. But if there's a problem in your house, we're not going to be dressed like this.
After they go through the fire safety house, they'll get to meet the local firefighters here in Louisville. We'll get to see them in gear so they're not scared of them. In the event of a fire, they show up at their home. We're really trying to encourage them to know that firefighters are there to protect them and to keep them safe in the event of a fire.
All right, now we're going to go to our meeting place.
Public fire safety education is an important mission and a primary mission for our departments. We take every opportunity we can to come out, speak to children about fire safety, work with any type of civic group dealing with fire safety. Today is just a great opportunity for us, and I want to thank everybody.
Since 1947, the Hartford has deputized more than 110 million children around the country to become junior fire marshals. And so as part of the program, the Hartford made a commitment to educate 1.5 million children around the country on fire safety.
He's going to still cover up. You can still see parts of him, so he's got to cover up more.
I think what I've learned over the past 6 cities that I've been to is that they're really learning so much and they're taking away so much from the experience, and ultimately that's why we're here. We want them to have a good day and a fun day, but ultimately it has to be a learning day where they're going to take away really important lessons that hopefully will keep them safe and keep them from any dangers moving forward.
Doss High School students were able to get a tasty lesson in designing a business plan when they got a visit from a local food truck.
So we're at Doss High School, and Doss High School is all about project-based learning. And what that means to us is we actually have the answer to that student's question of, when am I ever going to use this? Why do I need this? And we're not just going to tell you about it, we're going to show you. So behind us, we actually have a food truck where our students are getting to understand what it means to start their own business. In their business class, you're going to see an activity where they have to create their own business plan. And instead of just showing them how to do that, we're going to introduce them to the people that have created their own business plans.
The business plan was very detailed. We figured out how we were going to get the loan for the truck.
Project-based learning, a huge piece of that is an authentic audience. Our students are not just creating work or products for themselves or for a teacher, they're creating it for the real world. By seeing this group, what they have done, our students are going to be able to create their own business plan and present it to a panel of people who have gone through the process of creating their own business.
Fries? Yeah, $3.
It gets our kids excited about the learning. They enjoy coming to school. They have something they can hang their hat on. It's not just book learning, but it's true real-world products, and they actually get to see the benefits of those in a real-world setting.
Correspondent Blaze Dees takes us to the Idea Festival, where students have the chance to hear from the thought leaders in today's world.
Idea Festival is such an important event to take students to. I see students being able to make connections, hearing some of the speakers, getting to go to the Kentucky Center for the Arts. Sometimes, for some of them, it's the first time they've ever been there, and they're downtown in this setting with business people, people in our community, leaders in the community, along with all these amazing speakers.
I think it's a really cool idea. It's something that you don't see often or don't hear about often, because it's something that when you have a controversial debate with someone privately or a group of friends, it's like that but on a wider scale. So you get more opinions, and I like that.
Some of the most interesting presenters were, one of them was Emily Dreyfus. She is an editor for Wired magazine in Silicon Valley. So that was amazing for the kids to get to hear firsthand from her perspectives on how social media that they use every day, like Facebook and Twitter, and how they use algorithms to analyze our data, and how they control even what we see on these platforms. And that was really interesting.
From what I've learned so far, it's that think before you speak sometimes. but speaking out is not always a bad thing to do.
Made me think of to stand up for myself and like speak out for other people and for myself.
It's very transformative. I see it in their projects. They start to make these connections.
The PRP design students came back to school full of brand new ideas. I'm PRP correspondent Blaze Easy reporting for Our Kids.
We have more great stories about JCPS students. Stay with us.
I'm neurosurgeon Shad Dariwala, Seneca High School class of 1989. I am JCPS.
I'm Ballard High School junior Brianna Owens, and I've been selected for the Wharton School of Business Summer Institute. I am JCPS.
I'm Marshall Goldsmith, Valley High School class of 1967. Executive Leadership Coach, I am JCPS.
I'm Justin Cornwell, Eastern High School class of 2007, and I played a young Muhammad Ali. I am JCPS.
We are JCPS.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm PRP High School correspondent Rayanna Adams. The High School Nation tour stopped by Central High School's campus, and it was a fun-filled afternoon with the chance for students to experience jobs in the creative arts field.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're at Central High School, the High School Nation tour. This is like a musical festival for the arts. You know, get everybody interested in all the different arts and music. So now we're going to have a music program coming up. It's just a great experience because after you get your certification, you can go into that specific career, and while you're in college, to help you get even better that career. So that's what I love about here.
High School Nation is an organization that is dedicated to preserving and supporting the arts in public schools. We're all public school kids, you know, we're all kids that spent time in the theater and the band, and we're also people who've worked in the music industry and want to get acts and music to young people.
I think that kids should do what they want to do, that there's a lot of paths to take, and that it'll take a while to find the one that you want to do. I didn't really know what to expect. I was told just today that we were having something to do at fourth period outside, and we went outside. This is all here, and I thought it was really cool.
I was making my own music. I used the computer to search the music that I like, and then on the DJ, I just remix it.
We want them to make something. We want them to express themselves. You know, even our sponsors, they're here to advertise, but they're giving something. They're making something.
Which color do you want in the middle?
Spin art, guitar lessons, and drum lessons.
Just a little bit, or else it won't dry. Right.
And then we're also donating a full recording studio to the high school at the end of the day today. Desk software and hardware to be able for kids to record their own music. We think the arts, no matter if they're going to do it professionally or not, is something that's healthy for young people. It's a thing that people find careers in. You don't have to be a pop star. You can be a musician that just sits in a studio all day. You can be out here on the road with us. You know, there's a million different jobs in the arts, and we want to expose the kids to that as much as possible.
I think it's kind of good. It brings a lot of people together because, like, some of us are in like music departments, but a lot of us aren't. So I think it just brings a lot of people together. Show them what we all have in common.
Correspondent Courtney Smith shows us how a local police officer is bringing an important lesson into the classroom.
I created a program called Project Choices, where I go into schools and I talk about the choices that young people have to make. I started it, and I was going to elementary, middle, high schools.
Officer Watkins had students put on goggles to simulate the legal limit of intoxication.
The point of it is to show that your perception when you're drinking and when you're under influence of substances, your perception's thrown off.
What it looked like when I put on the goggles, it made everything look so like magnified and stuff like that. It's like when you're wearing like someone else's glasses or something like that. And you could see when I was trying to get the ball, I missed on getting the ball.
Why do I like doing this presentation for high school kids? Well, one of the reasons is because I've seen a lot of underage people or kids that have been participating in underage drinking and drugs. I've seen them die, get hurt, be in accidents, and so I figured that if I could get in here and talk to some of them, maybe I could reach somebody before they get out there and get in trouble and do something to hurt themselves.
I'm Ballard correspondent Courtney Smith for Our Kids.
Correspondent Gianna Webb introduces us to a student athlete finding a future in tumbling.
Junior Keely Hodge has been tumbling since she was 5 years old and has gotten the attention of several college scouts. Throughout her 8 years of cheer, Keely has worked her hardest to become the best tumbler in base.
Hello, my name is Keely Hodge. I cheer for Fern Creek High School. I've been cheering for 8 years now. I've been tumbling since I was 5 years old. My favorite cheer memory was freshman year when we won first place.
So Keely's awesome to coach. This is the 3rd year of coach her. She has incredible talent. She's an amazing role model. You don't find better when it comes to working with your teammates and leading.
Keely's future goal is to pursue cheer at the University of Louisville, and with the help of her coaches, earning a scholarship will be a breeze. Keely is always showing her school spirit at Fern Creek football games with the most enthusiasm.
Tigers! We are the Tigers!
Overall, just a great cheerleader, just a great person in general, a joy to work with.
If Keely Hodge is striving for a U of L scholarship, she's definitely on the right track. For Our Kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Gianna Webb.
The Marion C. Moore School encourages students to make attendance a priority, and Texas Roadhouse is offering an exciting incentive for teachers and students.
We're at the Marion C. Moore School, and we're talking about perfect attendance.
Texas Roadhouse has provided, starting last year, a program where in each of our 18 priority schools, each month we recognize a teacher and a student with perfect attendance by awarding them with a steak dinner for 2 at Texas Roadhouse. And we want to celebrate those teachers who are here every single day and are committed to our students and being here every single day.
It starts with the right people and getting them to come to work and getting them inspired and passionate about the work that we do here.
I love how the teachers are always fun and how their lessons are fun.
You know, any of our restaurants, we say we serve legendary food and legendary service, but that starts with legendary people. And if legendary people don't show up, you can't open the door. So this was near and dear to our heart to encourage attendance.
It's very important because if you miss a day at school, you won't really know what happened that day. And when you come back, you'll probably be really confused.
Attendance is so important when it comes to school success and achievement within our schools, and we have to have our students here in order to be successful.
Coming to school is a priority because you have to learn for ahead of life.
Thanks for watching our show. We hope you enjoyed it. You can find full episodes of Our Kids on the JCPS YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.